Hello and welcome. Yeah, I think we are live. Yes, we are. Welcome to this stream. I am Felix. I'm a composer. I write music for lots of stuff, film music, audiobooks, theater, everything. And in this live stream sessions, I am basically taking you into my room and we're basically working on tracks together and improvising. Yeah, if you have any questions at all, feel free to ask me in chat or just, comment on anything you would like to comment on. Yeah, first of all, if you have been watching the last stream, something good has happened to me because if you remember, on I think it was the last stream or the stream before that, I actually broke my cello live on stream. If you haven't seen that already, it's well worth a watch, but I actually managed to repair it. So the bridge here is, how's this thing called? I think it's bridge, right? It's okay again, and I also managed to repair these, or basically put in new ones, which I still had lying around. So yeah, that's good, and it's tuned, and we could use this in this session. Now, apart from that, I haven't slept a lot. My daughter woke both of us up at 4 a.m. in the morning and thought, yeah, it's a good time to start the day now. And she didn't want to sleep after that. So I'm really tired. Still, we are going to do this today. And I'm thinking, I think we will finish the track we'll be working on later. But first, like always, let's start with a little improvisation session. And just dig for some music and relax. I can guarantee you most of it is not so good, but there will be some tiny moments which are good and which we can later then use to build a new track. So I'll just switch to, no, not this screen. Let's use this one. And start recording and improvising for a bit. So have fun. I will do a somnolent, very whatever. I'll just start, right? Hello, 14-bit MIDI. Nice to see you. Yeah, cello is alive again. And I mean, I'm still not really a lot better at playing it, but I'm improving in baby steps, so... Awesome that you're here. Really nice to see you.
I'm afraid I've got to take this, sorry.
Oh well, I think that's it for the improvisation part for today. Not really. I don't feel like there was anything in there, but let's see. I think I should do a session where I'm listening to all of the improvisations, in case that's not too boring. Probably it is. Yeah, let's stop the recording. And I'll just switch off the looper. Okay, now let's save this. Save this as, what day is it? 23rd of May. Whoa, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 improvisations already. Make it 9. So, and again, there is this reverb. Wait, I'll just have to... I'm right away going to load the project we're going to work on. Again, there's a possibility that this stream will kill itself in about 10 seconds. I'll be back if it doesn't work. It works. Okay, great. Now... Okay, now, yeah, that's something.
Okay, now.
Yeah. Wait a second. That's a weird. Okay. Yeah, system crashed. That's how it looks. Like, whatever. Let's not talk about it. Let's not talk about that. Let's talk about this weirdly huge picture of myself. and nothing. Oh man, that's the best stream ever. Wait, I'll try to resize this. That's weird. Okay, doesn't work. Anyway, I'm a little bit smaller now, but hey, that's all right. No, wait, I can. That should be possible here. Come on, we can do this. Let's make this OBS software a little bit less buggy. I mean, it's pretty buggy, but let's make it beautiful. Still not really correct, but hey, works. And yeah. Now, it only took about... Hey, and there are still 3 people watching. That's including me, but awesome. I'm sorry that you had to endure this. That's like my little low-profile streaming setup. So, today, what we are going to do is, for the next 2.5 hours, we will be working on this track here and basically finish it. That's the idea. So in the last stream, if you have been there, hey! Oh, there's actually also not just 14-bit MIDI, but also Jure Jerebic. You have to tell me what's the correct pronunciation here. Writing, hey man, sounding and looking great. What camera are you using? I'm using the Sony a7S II with a 35mm lens. But tomorrow, like on Monday, I will also be putting out a YouTube video, like a normal video, where I talk about my whole setup here, including the camera. So yeah, if you're interested in that, I think tomorrow 2 p.m. Central European time, this video will go live. So. And he also writes, a nice lo-fi chill-out beat would go great under that. Yeah, I, you know, that's why I, in my impro session project file in Ableton, I have another track with just a drum, you know, basically just a drum track where I could program stuff like that if I wanted to. Yeah, maybe I'll do this next time. And then Jure also writes, or a soft analog lead on top. Yeah. Yeah, I was trying to do that at the end with the Rev 2. Don't know if it really worked. Anyway, yeah, hello to you too. I guess it's 14-bit MIDI, Jure, and me. Beautiful. And usually there are like 20 people watching this afterwards. So, yeah. But again, if you have any questions, Jure or 14-bit MIDI, just ask me anything. And yeah, welcome to this production session. Now, first of all, I have not listened back to this project since the last stream, so I'm really excited to hear this now. And yeah, let's listen to it. Okay. Well, first of all, I think we are going to finish this today. I'm pretty sure. There are a couple of things, like the major disappointment for me is this whole intro part going into the piano, which I think doesn't work. So yeah, this one. I don't know. What about you, people in chat? I feel like we are a very small music community here. What do you think? I felt like that part was a huge disappointment. Not huge disappointment, but it didn't really work. For two reasons. I think this break is, I don't know, something about it feels wrong. And I think I can, the point is, the whole beginning is like this. It's established that there are instruments playing and there's this layer, this texture and textures. And then to stop this whole thing is kind of weird. It would work if what happens here is somehow related to that, or I don't know. It somehow felt like a very unnatural thing. Second thing is the piano. This one here. I don't like it. For two reasons. It's pretty overcompressed. There's some distortion in it, which annoys me for the last couple of streams really, and I think we are going to re-record that part of the piano. And moreover, we could also, put in little variations of it. Right now it's just 1, 2, 3, 4 times the same thing. We could just, add a voice here and there while playing. So I think it's a good idea to re-record this and just put in some four steps of escalating the melody. Yeah. What I like is the moment when this string melody, the whole string orchestra comes in. I like this, and I also like the part when the piano comes in here. So basically, I want the same piano sound as with this part in the beginning. 14-bit MIDI writes, you can leave the highest violin voice through the pause and all the other could stop. It will fade over the first piano chord and will glue both parts together. Yeah, that's a good idea. We can try that. Right now, I'm more on the side of getting rid of this altogether and re-recording the piano and hoping that this will fix the issues I've had with this before. But honestly, right now, I feel like I have to work on this for 2 hours. And on the last stream as well, I felt like maybe we could have finished this in the last stream as well, because, I think it's like 10% more we can do, but we can also just, or put it a different way. I think we're getting lost in details. Maybe not. I don't know. It's the first time for me ever to finish something like this on a live stream, so the whole process for me is a little bit different, and I'm kind of rediscovering writing music together with you. Yeah. So that's new. I have no idea what I'm doing. Yeah, but I feel like these are the major points we have to improve with this. First of all, I will record this piano part. I think I'll re-record it because that was one thing. And the last thing that I think was a little bit annoying was in the end that the piano, like not the texture piano, but the real. This thing faded out too quickly in a way, okay, yeah, it does. It's like this exponential curve. I think we've learned a lot about exponential growth in the last month. I at least did. Yeah, and this should be more linear and a little bit longer. Easy fix. Yeah. I think I'm going to re-record the piano now. So, what do we need? A click. What do we want? A working piano recording, please. Okay, now I'll switch on the piano channel. Yeah, yeah, and I think I'll just do several takes and see what works. And then we're going to work on the little pause before that. Let's just have a listen once more. That's 4 times, right? With the, I also like this fake viola part. For all of you who are just watching this stream and not the other ones, that's actually a violin pitched down, and this thing that sounds like a violin is actually a cello pitched up. It's kind of weird, but I like it. Yeah. And Jure, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Or if you want to, make any suggestions what we could do to solve these problems, especially this part here. I think I like the violin idea, that we can just leave the high violin voices, and yeah, we'll just experiment. I think this will be the biggest Baustelle, to say it in German. What's Baustelle in German? What's Baustelle in German? Baustelle in English. Construction site. Yes, I knew it. The biggest construction site. I think that's not even a thing. Right, construction site. The biggest point to work on. Okay, let's re-record the piano. I'll just create another audio track here. Call this piano rec. Oh. Hello. Hi. Okay, that's weird. Let's put this away. I don't have any room left on my hard drive, apparently. Great. Awesome. Let's see. How much room do I have left? Oh, 2 gigabytes. 2 gigabytes is not a lot. Yeah, that's well, let's hope this works. Toy. Okay, so, oh wait, I'll just... No, okay, I was just thinking about deleting the improvisation from today, but I think that's a bad idea. Yeah, let's just try to record this part. Okay, with some lead in, I just have to run to the piano. I need enough time to run to the piano. That's all I need. And let's put a loop point here. Okay, let's loop this. Yeah, that should be enough time. Okay, let's go. Ah, wait, let's record the right instrument first. I think it's coming from the... Should be coming from this. Yes, I think it is. All right, and just this, and all others are... Where does this reverb come from? Where does this come from? No, not there. No, not there. That's so weird. When there's reverb and you have no idea where it comes from. Sorry. I have to mute everything now to find out where this thing is. Okay. What? Ah. It's on the piano. You remember I have changed my setup here so that I can have a looper and the reverb pedal attached to my piano sound. Yeah, that's apparently the pedal because the piano sound is already open. Okay, now for real, let's record this part. And let's mute the old one as well, because that will be a little bit tough. And apparently I did not mute the old piano. Let's see how the sound is first. Okay, did I play that off? No, there's just a delay. Okay. I think it would be pretty hard to consistently play this much behind the click. Let's see how this sounds first. Yeah, the first one was off. Let's see. And I mean, I'm going to delete this recording, but I just want to see how the piano sound is and if we need to change anything. I would love to use a compressor, but I'm afraid the system crash when I do. Let's try. No, I can't not use these plugins just because I think it will crash. I mean, I could, but I like Russian roulette. Let's do it. And yes! Okay. Let's see. I think I need a different voicing for this, but yeah, later. Later. Okay, and let's do it again. Okay, but the sound is good. I think that sound is good. Let's do it again. I'm a little bit... Ooh, I think it's weird that I play the wrong chord all the time. Let's try again. Was that too loud? Yes. Okay. All right, I think that was okay. Now, let's mute the piano. Mute. I'm thinking about not using these alternatives here, but let's first see what I played. And let's remove the delay. 14-bit MIDI writes, the tricky part when connecting both parts is the sudden tempo change. Yeah. And the last bar before the piano comes in seems to be shorter than the bars before. At least it feels like so. Wait, the last bar before the piano comes in seems shorter. Yeah, I think what you mean is it's just 1 2. It's just 1 2, not 1 2 3 4. We could double this, the length of this. I think we've tried this in the last stream, and finally went back to this shorter one. Maybe we yeah. You know, there are a couple of things we can try, like making this longer as well. That's a good idea. Yeah, I liked this rhythmic modulation thing in the beginning. So wait, so yeah, that was one of the core ideas of this. But yeah, I don't think we can. I mean, we would have to re-record the whole beginning, and I'm not even sure if this would work. You know, that's the point where at some point we have to ask ourselves, when is this piece finished? When is this done? Yeah, and I want to get this finished today, you know. And I think it's I think we can very well do this in, like, we still have more than 2 hours to finish this, and that's, I think, enough time to do so. Yeah, okay, this piano needs some work. Weird panning. Wait. Okay, let's do some EQ. I don't like these chords. I like these 2-note chords or whatever. Let's see. Let's work on this piano sound first. Maybe the old one was better. Well, let's see. Yep. Yeah, I played it differently. 14-bit MIDI writes, maybe something with a very delicate rhythm to glue them both together that will work over both time signatures and tempi. Oh, that's a good idea. You know, these strings were supposed to be that. But I played so out of rhythm, which I liked back then. Yeah, might be a good idea, because then you can also feel that I like this rhythmic modulation. You know, it's I like this, but it's not really clear from what we hear anymore. Yeah, we're going to try that. Now this piano part. I'm not the best person to play to click, apparently. this one is way off. Okay. Yeah, this note needs to go. I don't like these variations on the piano. I think it should just be this very simple, very stoic, all this all along, all the way. Only the first chord here is good, I think. Yeah. It's a little bit fuller. And this one is too much pop. And what about this one here? Yeah, we'll do a mix of both, I think. And at the end we'll go back to the to the first piano, I think. But hey, worth it. Yeah, this piano thing here. Let's take the old version. Not the old version, but the first part of the recording we did just right now. No, and this chord is also too much. And let's use some more compression on this. I think it's already heavily compressed. Yes, let's use more. More. Okay, that's about 10 dB of compression. That's a lot. Let's use more. So much high end. And one thing I don't like, I usually like this, but with the string recording here, you can actually hear, I think it's Pablo? No. No, that is Oleg, the violin player. Yes, let's get rid of that. Yeah. Of him breathing in. He's not human, he doesn't need to breathe, he's a machine. No, he's human. You get the idea. And it's too late, I think. You know, it has to come in a little bit earlier. Okay. Yeah, okay, and then we get... difficult. Okay, that's another detail. We'll save this for later. Oh, this piano doesn't sound good. That does not sound good. Okay, let's get rid of this little lead-in sound. I think yeah, we don't need that. We don't need that. And there was another weird thing. Let's get rid of these. Let's get rid of all the lead-in sounds first. What's this? Okay. Weird. Okay, that's better. Okay, and let's also mute our beautiful riser here. Now, did I delete the original piano or the old piano? I'm afraid I did. Well, okay, it's gone. That's the way it is. I mean, it's not gone. We could easily get it back. But come on, let's get it back. I would just, you know, have it as a way to compare if what we are doing right now is actually better than what we did before that. So to the scene, I'll just have to look here in the project. Again, that's one of my favorite features in Ableton, that I can just go into this project and look for the file. Piano rack, no, that's not in there. In there. And just import single tracks. So new strings is here, group piano, there, that's the one. So we'll just import this track. And here it is, it's back again. We just imported one single track from a version before that. Sounds like this, new one. Ah, okay, no. New version. Old version. I mean, I like the new one better, I think. Yes, I do. Okay, now that we have this out of the way, let's look at what happens before that. Now, we have this huge crescendo. One thing 14-bit MIDI suggested was to have this part be double as long, the length it is now, which I think might work. And to have something playing. So I would take the cello waves because they are more on time, and actually have them play like this, maybe. Okay, but it needs to be on time. That's the last downbeat, and that should be here, and you go here, and no. Let's see. I mean, it still sounds like crap, but we're going to work on this. No, that was wrong. Wrong. Let's do it like this. 1. Yes, that's what we want. Okay. What? Ah, okay, now I get it. Again, the tempo change here is messing with us. It's a bad tempo change. Okay, this should work. And this is also not on time. No. Yeah, that's our downbeat. And this should go here. This is not too hard, Ableton. You can do this. Yes. Okay, now again with the piano coming in. Almost like this. A little bit more to the left. Let's enlarge this wave view. Okay. Now it's a little bit too late again. Okay. It's still a little bit too late, I feel. Eh? What? Okay, let's make it even more drastically. And now it's... This cannot be this hard. Wait, let's do it again. And no, there's nothing on the downbeat. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that should be it. Yes, that's what I wanted. Now. it's a little bit difficult. Okay, we can also try this with the violin waves. But I'm thinking this might be a little bit more difficult. A little bit to the left. What? Why can't I move this to the left? Ah, because it's not warped. Okay, now it should work. Yes. A little bit more. So I'm just putting the violin track a little bit to the left, so it's it comes in earlier, so that the last note these violins play is on the downbeat of the piano. So like this. Now, because this tempo change here does some weird things, I will unwarp this here again and then have a fade in. Okay, that's still weird. Okay, now with the cello together. You know, at the end we'll be at a place where we've just built what has been there from the beginning. But let's see. Okay. That's weird. Wait, one thing I would like to try this. Just get rid of this whole thing altogether. I'm still going to try the click idea. And maybe this was... Maybe this was better. I think maybe we don't need the pause. You know, it felt. I think it felt like a little bit too electronic music-y in a way. Because I mean, if this was an orchestral piece, we could easily do that. I think that would be a great idea. But because this thing in the beginning feels like a huge organic texture, this pause is something. It's not like a musical effect. It feels like an arrow or something. Just I don't know. Something is not right. Maybe we'll do this, but I would still like to try the idea of using something to enhance the felt meter in this rhythm change. And 14-bit MIDI writes like a clicking sound or blips. Yeah, I'm thinking... Let's listen to this. You know what I think? Maybe, what about some pizzicati? What about like... because then we would not be leaving this acoustic orchestral sound realm, and I think it would be a nice texture as well. And then they could start to fade out. I think. Yes. Thank you, 14-bit MIDI. I think that's a good idea. So we will be recording cello and violin. Violin, we will be recording violin because it's a very easy part. It's just a little bit like a guitar. I can do that. I can do that on the violin. Now let's save this, version 13. And Jure or whoever else is watching, if you have any idea what to do with this track, let us know. Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's just record loads of pizzicati layers which are on time. Precise. Hopefully. Let's see if this works here. Yeah, I think the new piano is better. Some work on this breathing Oleg. There it's beautiful. In this part it's okay because I don't know. I don't know. I think it's okay. But with this solo viola, yeah, that's better. Okay, let's record some cello and violin pizzicati. Now we will make a new track. This track is called Pizz for pizza. Sorry. Pizz. And it gets audio from external in and the Brauner microphone. Put it to record. And I think it starts somewhere around here. Oh. And you know what? It doesn't have to be. It can be like bam, 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 and another one does dun, 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 dun. So we have this polyrhythmic pizzicati layer. And then I'm thinking, no, okay, we'll do it like this. Let's call this, what do we do first, violin or cello? Let's do cello. Cello Pizz. Let's hope there is enough space on my disk. I hope so. I hope so. I really do. Okay, all we have to... yeah, wait a second. I'll do one thing here. And just move all the improvisations, the live improvisations, to an external hard drive. That might take a while, but it's better than not being able to record. And it takes not long, less than 1 minute. All right, let's record cello pizzicati. And the thing is, these need to be precise, because otherwise this whole polyrhythmic rhythmic modulation thing will not be working. So, about this length. Yeah, should be fine. Okay. Hey, I need another view where I have somewhere in here the just a little window of... Hey, we could do this right now. This is incredibly unprofessional, but that's what this stream is, incredibly unprofessional. Let's call this view... Wait, I'll show you. Let's call this view Studio plus Ableton. And that's basically here. And then we'll add another source. So now that's like a little OBS live streaming tutorial in case you ever want to do this yourself. Display capture. Okay. Yes. That's how to do it. The way to do it. Okay, now it's here. Whoops. What did I do? So, like this. Then we'll take the display capture and just make it smaller. So, like this. Yeah, and in the future I will make this more beautiful with a little thing around it, but now that way you can see what I'm doing. Alright. Okay, and I'm just consecutively recording lots and lots of takes with this, I think. Okay. Alright, let's unmute the braune microphone. Yeah. And let's go. It's difficult. It's difficult. Hey, you know what? We don't even have to record that long. We can just record little blips and loop them. I think that's even better. And that's more precise. Okay, so we are going to take this. That's okay. We need to do some time correction on this later, but that's fine. Okay, and do another one. Not sure about this one. Let's do it again. Yeah, we need to do a lot of work on this, but I still think that's a great idea. Maybe it's not, but I still like it. Okay, let's do this one. Okay. I mean, the problem with these pizzicati is that you can really hear the shitty acoustics I'm recording this in. The room is not treated whatsoever. I like this actually, but with these pizzicati you can hear this. Anyway, we'll do another one. Ah, that was too late. I think 4 tracks might be, let's do 5, so it's not like a 4 note melody which will arise from this. Yeah, this one is good. That was so unprecise. Ah, I can do better. That's one more take. I can do this. Okay, and now let's do violin. So, because the main sound of the violin comes from here and goes upwards, I need to put the microphone up there. I'll put it fairly close because the room still isn't really pretty shitty, and with these violin pizzicati, this will be very obvious. Okay. 14-bit MIDI writes, the connection sounds better already in my opinion. Yeah, in my humble opinion. Yeah, I think so too. But I would still like to use these blips and pizzicati sounds and create a little texture around these, because these are, you're correct in your assertion that there needs to be something, you know, with more impulse. There needs to be more click in a way. Okay, new track. Let's give it a different color. Let's make it green or whatever. Assign color to tracks, yes. And let's mute the old one. And yeah, I'll just choose a nice note now. Yeah, that's a good one. And go. Okay, that's a little bit quiet, isn't it? Yes, it's a little bit quiet. Okay, I'll just do this again. and I'll put this to off the monitoring, because then we don't get this weird delay. And let's do another one. I think we're going to do like 5 of these violin things. Then we have 5 violins and 5 cello loops, and then we'll work with these. Now let's choose another note. Yes, that's very high. Yeah, these high notes don't really work as pizzicati. Did I record that? Yes, I did. So let's go a little bit lower with the next one. That's a good one. Did I record that? You know what I think is weird? Ah, okay, now I see. I thought this marker here was a playhead. I don't know if you can see it on the small screen. Doesn't matter. Next one. I think the lower notes are better. Okay, let's choose another note. No. Wait. Yes, this one. Okay. Ah, intonation. Okay, and how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do one more. Maybe a little bit higher, and then we are done with the recording, and then we can make this sound better. Oh, that's a beautiful one. Okay, now we have lots of not so good, not so precise recordings. In the next step, we're going to quantize these so that they are on time. Yeah, and then build little loops which have different loop length so that it's also very like wavy. And hope this sounds good. and EQ this and do lots of stuff with it. But before that, I need to go to the toilet because I've been drinking lots of water. See you soon. All right, we are back. I am back and going to work on these pizzicatis. Let's see what we recorded back the last minutes. Let's just, for one, just play them all together and see what mayhem we created. Hey, that's not panned, no compression, no reverb, nothing, no EQ, and no quantization. I think that's okay for that. Now, if you didn't know that, anybody else who's watching, you can also quantize audio, not just MIDI. You can just quantize audio by pressing Command U, and now everything is quantized. I'll do this with all the tracks, even though I kind of liked the way they sounded when they were not quantized. But let's see how they sound quantized. There will be lots of weird sounds from this quantization, especially when Ableton is not able to detect these correctly because they are too quiet, the transients, which happened with these celli, apparently. That's interesting. I like this. Now let's make especially the celli a little bit louder, like a little bit 8 dB. Yeah, now it's really hard quantized. I like this. Okay, and just get rid of the first bar and create a fade in at the second bar. Then we need to do some panning as well. I'd say we do the classic orchestral thing, so the violins go to the left and the cello to the right. Do some little panning and they meet somewhere in the middle. So, and the cellos are a little bit right, a little bit middle, and further to the right, even further to the right, and almost hard panned right now. The funny thing is that that's what I meant with let's take more than 5 notes, more than 4 notes, is that you immediately get these little melodies. Okay, and let's move this like... Now, what I wanted to do is move this with the triplets, so that we finally get this. Okay, no, that's not what I meant. Like this. Which is also interesting, right? That's what I mean. That's what I like so much about working with these in Ableton now. You know, and lots of different, not difficult, but beautiful stuff happens when you do that. So let's also move the violins around here, like this. So some are on the first triplet, some are on the third. Yeah. Yeah. That's actually better than I thought. We're definitely going to use this. Okay, now we need to build some beautiful small loops. Yeah, I think I'll just loop these, right? I'll just do this thing here. Create a loop. And we could even, you know, do a little bit random loops so that the melody keeps on changing. That's a good idea. Wait, let's do this. You know, the resulting melody is a little bit more random. I don't know if it's a good idea. But beautiful thing again, we can just try it out and see if we like it, and if we don't, we do it differently next time. Going to save the project. Whoop, this took some time. Okay. And let's loop this one. I love to do this. That's what always makes me think I'm more of a post-production guy than a live musician, because I really, really love to do this, like fiddling around with recordings I've made and just doing stuff with it. Like looping it, recording 10 different pizzicati tracks on one single note and moving them around to create all sorts of weird textures. Oh, that's nice. That's like Steve Reich minimalism instantly. And now we can just, you know, loop these tracks as long as we want and move them around. We could also move around the starting point of these, so we always get some new variations of this. Okay, let's see how we can EQ this. I would definitely take out the low end, because that might be... Oh no, it's fine, but let's still take it out. Ah, the tempo change. The tempo change is what is killing us here. Okay. Now let's cut all of these up here at this point, and then they need to think they are in 90 BPM. Oh no, we have to go in each and every single one and do this. All right. Oh, okay. Wait. Warp. New. Okay. Wait, or would you like to keep the clip's current timing? Let's say no. Unwarp them. Okay, this didn't work the way I planned it. Anyway, for the first part, we'll just mute this for now. And make this sound a little bit better. Let's put a high shelf on this. Okay, and let's add some reverb. I would love to use the UAD reverb again. I'm not sure if I should, because the system might crash again, but hey, there's a chance this can work. Okay, good luck. Again, if the stream crashes, I'll be back in 2-3 minutes. We can do this. Yes, there it is. Okay, awesome. Now we need a better one than this. Yeah, I like this. Yeah, I think this is good. Okay, let's hear it in context. It needs more reverb in context. Yeah, these high violin pizzicatis are very prevalent, very... This one I think it is. Yeah, this needs to be a little more quiet. Yeah, this one too. Okay, yes, this works, I think. Now let's just open up these until the beginning, and then we do some volume automation to make them come in like a smooth rainbow or raindrops or whatever. Utility is the best plugin for this new automation. Okay, and in the beginning they are completely 0, and here it's getting louder and louder. And I think it's just a crescendo, like a very linear, let's... Okay. Now, what I would love these things to do is keep on looping without changing the pitch or the tempo of it in the new part. And I have no idea how to do this right now in Ableton without killing the loop, right? Wait, there's one thing. We could just... but that's like cheating. We could just render these like... Wait a second, I'll just see if the impros have been copied. Yes, they have, so I can delete the copy on my hard drive. Oh wait, I'll just see if they are really copied. Yes, this looks good. Let's 9 gigabytes. So let's delete the... I'm just making space on my hard drive so that we can consolidate all these here. So that we have files we can just move to the right of this track without without having them, you know, quantize and use warp mode and still have them looping long enough. Okay, like this. Now we could just duplicate and unwarp them so they keep their tempo. Although this sounds pretty shitty in this part. Okay. Okay. Whoop. Let's see, maybe we need to do some volume automation on the single tracks here as well. Yeah, you know, I like this. 14-bit MIDI, thank you for this idea. I like this, but it needs to be more quiet in this part. Less loud, more quiet, less loud, whatever. No, here. And maybe we'll lower the volume of the cello. That's too quiet. Minus 40 dB is like a million times quieter. Maybe they are. Okay, let's see what happens if we just take out the violins in this part and just have the cello play. Yeah, that's good. And now let's have them play in a different loop. So maybe on the one, on the downbeat. I kind of like this. Let's try another variant of this where we move in triplets, where we still have this thing going on. Okay. Let's put this here and have this. Again, I can't. Wait. So, like this. I can't move them within the clip when it's not warped. Okay, let's solo these. Should be It's not doing that. We need to improve. Let's improve it. Okay, that's why. Yeah, it's quantized in a weird way here, but that's fine. Let's move this a little bit to... Whoop. Okay, I'm going to cut out this and have it a little bit to the right as well, or to the left. So get... Wait. We're still in triplets. We need to... There need to be 4 of these in one bar. Man. Okay, it should be Okay, these are aligned. Need to go there. This needs to go here. And this one. Let's put this here. Now this should be Yes. And it doesn't have to be like that all the time, but just for the first 1 or 2 bars, it should be Yeah, it changes, but that's fine. Okay, now let's hear this in context. It sounds too chaotic. I think this part needs to tick really like a clockwork. It needs to be like a clockwork tick with these little bleeps and bloops. Tick. Wait, we can just solo this pizzicato group. Okay. I think the difficulty with this is that they are quantized differently. So we just have to have them play. Okay. Have them play very precisely for just a little bit of time. So let's put this here. This looks 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yes, that's okay. This one looks fine as well. So let's put this on the third, on the 3, on the beat number 3. Wait, and this one is very much weird. Very much weird. That one is very imperfect, which makes it interesting, but maybe not in this part. Here it should be more like a clockwork. And the 5th one, I don't know. The 5th one, do whatever you want. Can go there. Okay. And maybe the 5th one joins in later because it's like this irritating. Yeah, maybe like this. Okay, context. And you know what? Maybe I'll just loop this first part. This might be might be very unartistic, but I think it's, you know, it drives home this clockwork idea. It sounds different than I thought, but that's actually interesting. Hey, maybe let's take this one instead and loop this. Let's put the violins back together. Is this too much? I mean, it's too loud, but... I think I like this. Oh man. Maybe we won't finish this track today. Let's see. Maybe we will. Because I like this little... Ah, 14-bit MIDI writes maybe just fade-ins and fade-outs of those pizzicati, so they are not so obvious. Yeah. Yeah, I think it needs to be like this. I like this ocean river picture. But I also don't know how they will go away again, you know, or when they should go away. Because right now we have lots of textures. I like them here, I like them a lot. Yeah, that's exactly what this needed. You know, this some precise little rhythm thing. The only thing that's weird is when this F minor chord, what is it? D minor chords comes in. It's like this A, the fifth of that D minor chord. This is, yeah, and have them fade out here. Anyway, there are some harmonic melodic inconsistencies, but I like these. Yeah, when the melody comes in, they should go away for a bit. Then they are there again. And come back again. And go away again. And I think for this kick drinksy, for this kick part when the whole orchestra joins in, I would try something more looped. Like really, just loop this first part 4 times. And then it's really just in the background, like a texture. Yeah, I think that's good. And this really, really helps in the beginning, I think. It both glues these parts together and gives it more definition. 14-bit MIDI writes, but the rhythm is already there. Cool. Right? Yeah, that's perfect. Ah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, maybe they need to come in here, like have some small fade-ins and fade-outs here as well. I'll just do some random little, like these. Oh, some river waves. That one was too early. Or too strong. Yeah, like this. Should go all the way down here with this D flat, D minor, F flat, F, D minor, F minor chord change. It should not be that prevalent. Yeah, like this. And that goes too far down. Oh. And I'm just seeing... I'm just showing you my face all the time. I am so sorry. Ah, that must have been like 40 minutes just my face staring at the screen. That's not really interesting. I'm so sorry. Now, here. Welcome to the computer screen. And what we could also do is use this to make the end a little bit more interesting. I'm going to try that immediately. You know, the last very end part of this. The end, where there's just the piano loop playing, which is somewhere here, here, yeah, here. Okay, let's see. Up. No. Up. Hey, why doesn't this work? What are you doing? Okay, let's do this again. Copy and paste. Yeah, I mean, it must not be that loud, but Yeah, it can be there as a small little texture as well. Yeah, well, yeah, and it needs to come in later. And also have these little wavy lines. And at the D minor, F minor transition, it needs to be quieter again. And here at the end, it can be louder. And it should stop when the piano stops. Yeah. Now let's do, with this piano, let's do the standard reverb fade out thing. I'll just use the stock Ableton reverb for this and it should be fine. Where is it? There, dry wet. And it goes from 0 to 1 million. Yeah, that's kind of cheesy, but the whole thing is kind of cheesy, right? So that is okay. Or another idea would be, you know, when... Okay, another idea is when the strings stop, this piano stops as well and has some little reverb decay at the end of it, but not too much. Okay, I'll just put a marker where the piano ends, so that I know where this is. This project is getting out of hand again. Too many tracks, but I think I won't resample this anymore. It's already so far that we don't need to do that again. Okay, copy, no, wait, we'll need more. Duplicate, and then we can just stop it here. And just stop all of these little blips after this line. No, after the marker. All have to be quiet. What did happen there? What happened there? Did I zoom in? I did not want to do that. Sorry. Okay, like this. And now we can delete them. Go, 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 go. This one as well, this one as well, this one as well, and this one as well. Ah, now, 14-bit MIDI writes, you could add some pizzicati at the end and take them out, just one plug stays at the end. Ah, like the dolphin this composition is all about. Yeah, but the dolphin is dead. Oh, yeah, like the last of its kind. I don't know. I don't like these interpretations, but that's a good idea. Hey, you know, what's even better is let's have them fade out one by one. Or was that what you meant? I think that was what you meant, right? In case you did mean that, brilliant idea. Yeah, that's good. That's actually really good. You know, just... And one by one, they are leaving and saying goodbye. These little pizzicatis. Pizzicato dolphins. Hey, 14-bit media, that's so nice that you are here. You know, I think you are the one who has been in watching most of these streams. And it's like, yeah, you're really getting... yeah, I'm kind of getting to know you and you getting to know me, and we're producing this together. I like this. Okay, let's listen to this, how this sounds. Yeah, the idea is good. It needs to be much longer, so that in the end there's at least like 6-7 times this one lonely. And maybe let's not take the high violin part here, but another part which is nicer. Maybe not a violin. Yeah, this one maybe. That's the last dolphin. Okay. All right. Yeah, and just now I'm just going to do this more randomly and not one by one. And they need to fade out longer. Like this. Maybe more even. Yeah, maybe even more. Should be much earlier that they start to drop out. Okay. So like this. Bloops. And this one starts here already. Okay. Oh, that's still very short. I was zoomed in heavily. We can go even further here, I think. And especially the high violin parts could be trimmed much more. Okay. Okay. Let's see how this sounds. That's a good ending. Thank you. Now I'm wondering, when we're doing it like this, is this actually your artistic property as well? I'm really wondering what would happen if we are not doing like this, but like you know, if you're there from the very beginning and saying like, okay, use F minor here and this and that. So at the end, you've chosen the chords and you've. So at which point is this so much your composition as well that we have to share GEMA and stuff like that and Spotify royalties? It's an interesting question. No, anyway, let's before we get into that, let's listen to this from the beginning. Wait, where is the end of this? There. Okay, somewhere there. Let's go. Okay, I think that is almost there. 14-bit MIDI writes, no, it is all yours, don't worry. Well, with this one, I think we're fine. You still record and work out everything. It is just an idea or suggestion on my part, and I'm glad you find it working, but you do all the work here. I am just enjoying with a coffee in my hand. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Enjoy your coffee. I'll enjoy my empty glass of water. Yeah. But you know, I was thinking, what if there was someone who's really, if like in the next stream, I'm like, okay, chat, please suggest something, and there are like 10 people there. There are never 10 people in this chat room. Anyway, if there were, and everybody was suggesting something, and the whole piece was basically a collaborative work there, even though I was putting everything together, who would own the master and recording rights of this? I mean, the recording rights would be going to the person who records this and produces this, so maybe I have no idea. Doesn't matter. Now, what I thought with this one is that the beginning, I think this works. I like this right now. There was something, what was it? I like these. One thing I thought, I also like the melody here much more now, that there is this rhythmic element. One thing I thought with the kick drums was that there could be this little pre-roll of the kick drum. I think there is already. Yes, there is already. Okay. Now let's just make these a little bit louder. Like when I'm saying a little bit louder, I always mean 8 dB or 10 dB, like double or even more. Let's see how this sounds. Sounds weird. The kick drum loses impact. It's maybe because there is this. We need to have a short bit of silence, I think, before that. Yes, that works better. And let's put this here and then to all the other. Oh wait, we need to clean this up first and then add them there. And this is basically just happening every time, so we could. Yes, so let's just delete these and duplicate, and we're done. Electronic music, right? The beauty of the loop. Okay, and maybe one here as well. Yeah, why not? And you know what? Let's have them on a separate track so it's easier to mix. Whoops. That's not what I wanted. Like this. And yes. Okay. Because now we can just up the volume of this track. And now we have all the lead-in sounds for the kick drum on one track. And the kick drum on a separate track. And let's make it louder. The kick drum, I mean. Yes. And the lead-in. A little more quiet. 14-bit MIDI writes, you register it with the gamer and you put what percentage is on your part. I worked once on a movie with 2 more composers helping me out, and we've decided 50, 25, 25 when registering this with the gamer. Yeah, I know. I've did this. So you're also writing for films. I also had a very similar situation with a composer I've been working with on a very big audiobook project with the Western German Radio, where I think we split it 50-50 in the end. And yeah, that's a lot of money sometimes, especially with this project. There's a couple of €1,000 every year, not every month. That would be great. Yeah, but then you would have to, and for all the non-German viewers and composers, GEMA is basically the rights holding organization, or what's the correct term for it? They take care of collecting the money for people playing your music, and they give it to you in a way. It's like BMI or BMI. Is it BMI or BMG? I don't know. ASCAP, these kinds of things. It's just the German version of it. Yeah, but so if there were like lots of composers in the chat, PRS, 14-bit MIDI rights, PRS. Anyway, doesn't matter. Let's finish this. Oh, and I would be interested. What film did you? What films are you scoring? Hey, there was we missed a kick drum there. Okay. And the kick drums here are off. Okay, I did something wrong while copying this over. Apparently. Now this should be better. Okay, like this. Yes. Okay, put this here. And the kick drum is still a little bit too quiet. Let's make it louder. I mean, the problem is that the sidechain compressor, or the LFO thing, hits a little bit later. So we might have to put these kick drums a little bit to the right. Just let's see what happens. And let's also remove the fades in front of it. That's the thing Ableton does. It puts little fade-ins on every clip that you import. You can switch this off, but most of the time that's actually a good idea, because then they don't click. But in this case, it's a bad idea. Yeah, so you get this impact transient. Yeah, that's better. Okay, now the kick drum is too loud, and let's lower the... sorry, let's lower the starting sentences, and then I'm blanking out. Let's lower the lead in for the kick drum. Yeah, I like this. No, that's fine. Well, I think. Is this track finished? It kind of feels like it. Okay, I'll just play it from the beginning again. lead in is too loud. Let's put it at -9 again. And the kick is too loud as well. So let's make it -8. And this string melody here is a little bit too loud, I think. Let's make it a little bit more quiet. Just a little bit. Let's use this utility. Beautiful plugin. Show automation in new lane. And yeah, just a little bit too loud. Yeah, let's make it like 3 dB. No, -3, not +3. Oops. Hey, and maybe some weird chorus automation on this synthesizer, which is ringing out. Yeah, just you know, a touch. Maybe not a touch. Maybe it's really massive, but let's see. Let's automate this. Yeah, I kind of like this, I think. And maybe it's a little bit too loud. Okay, let's put it at -20. Okay, in the beginning, it's not too loud, like when the other parts are playing. Only in this part, it should be a little bit less loud. So let's, yeah, -4. Okay. And the decrescendo starts on the downbeat. Yes. Okay, I think this track is done. I mean, on the next session I would, you know, just listen back to it and see if there's anything that's completely off, but I feel like this is done. It's the Budgie Dolphin. 3 minutes and 12 seconds. I'm still not sure if it's Budgie or Budgie Dolphin. Maybe just Budgie. And if people are interested, they have to look it up. Let's just Google Budgie and see what we get. Not Budgie, Budgie. Okay, yeah, maybe we need Budgie Dolphin because nobody will get this. Okay. Or Chinesischer Flussdelfin, which is a beautiful title. Not. 14-bit meteorites. Applause. Yay. Yoo-hoo. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you, 14-bit MIDI. Thank you, Pablo Ortega. Thank you, Oleg. And all you other beautiful people in chat, who have been in chat, who have been helping to make this happen. Yeah, it's actually, I think, the first track I have finished on stream. And almost started on stream. I think the only thing that was there before the stream started was the chord progression and the cello waves and the squeaky bits. That was it. So, I mean, the fundamental idea was there already, but it was a long ride. I think this is stream number 13. So it took us 13 streams to get this done. Each stream about 1.5 hour or 2 hours, so lots of hours put into this one little track. That was a really tough cookie to break, or to eat, or to finish, or to bake. Yeah. Okay, I intended to stream for another half an hour. Yeah, 14-bit meteorites, and it costed you almost one cello. A cello, yeah. Yeah, a lot of sweat and blood and tears went into this track. I'm a little bit proud. I like this feeling, you know. Ende gut, alles gut. Genau. Genau. It's also one of the things why I love this job. You can just listen back to something you've created. And honestly, I listen back to tracks I've created, and I like this feeling. You know, just sitting there and thinking, yeah, we've done this. And that's a beautiful part, right? I like this. Yeah, awesome. Okay, now we have to save this as version number 14. Tilacine was the working title. Budgie Dolphin. And that is track number, I don't know how many are on the EP right now. Let's see. Releases Mia, which means million years ago tracks. So we have this one, the Great Orc Project, which is okay. The Little Blue Macaw. It was a beautiful a parrot, Dies Irae, which is weird. This was originally meant to be some kind of requiem. So yeah, that's a weird one, using sounds from the Australian wildfires. It's mainly a sound design piece. Madeira Large White, yeah, and Final Parade. Let's see what. Yeah, but that's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tracks. That's enough for one EP, and I think this EP will work. Yeah. I don't know what to do right now. Because, like, 29 minutes is not enough to... You know what we could do? This might be a little bit boring. But what I would do now is, first of all, bounce this track. Because right now, you know, one thing I think is when you bounce a track, it's really dangerous to do this very early, because then you start to listen back to the bounced track, which is not finished, and it feels kind of finished because you can just open it up and listen to it. That's why I'm really very careful with when I'm bouncing a track out, but this one is finished, I think. It took us so long, 13 streams, but we did it. It's done. Tilacine version 14 in Klammern Budgie Dolphin. Yeah, that's it. Let's celebrate this moment. If I was drink some water, you're right. I'm celebrating this. The problem is when I'm going out that door, my little daughter is there, and she will not understand why she cannot come in here with me. I think I'm fine. Like for the next 28 minutes, I won't drink water. I think I'm fine. I'm just. No, let's celebrate this moment here. Let's just look at this little bar, 32, 33, 34, and think about all those long streams. 39, 40. Yeah, I should have done this earlier. Now it doesn't feel like... Wait, can I post some emojis in chat, which are... Oh yeah, there's some beautiful stuff. I want a cake. I want a beautiful cake. No! Why does this take so long? I want a cake. There. Yes. Some cakes and some cookies. We will celebrate this so hard. And some ice cream. We will celebrate this with lots of ice cream and donuts. And chocolate. And of course, some wine. Yeah, so what I will do now, I think, is first of all, listen back to this in context of the other tracks. So there are the WAV files. I think I put this in the wrong directory. Doesn't matter. Okay, and it's almost finished. 99, 100. Yeah, let's celebrate. I mean, this is not the final master, but it's like pretty far. Into WAV files. Okay. Now these are the files which will be on the EP. Dark Star Pad, what is this? Okay. Ah, I remember. Whoa, that's very loud. Okay, maybe not. No, that not. This, and this one. No, I will open these in iTunes. No, not like this. iTunes. Okay, yes, Titel entfernen. Titel entfernen. And now here is a folder. Now, that's basically 6 titles, 17 minutes. That's the next EP. Backup. Oh yeah, you're right. Thank you. 14-bit meteorites. Backup. Yeah, the thing is, there is a backup of this. I usually upload all of this to Dropbox. But if I sync this now, the whole stream will be gone or laggy as hell. So I won't do that. But it's in the Dropbox. As soon as I start the Dropbox here, it will sync. So that should be fine. Yeah, that's... I like this track already. That's Madeira Large White. Let's go to the end. The titles are not final here, but I think the EP is finished. It's done. Now, what will follow now is a painful process of promoting this. I don't like this at all, but it has to be done. And it's mostly very unsuccessful. Yeah, but this will be... Yeah, I think this EP is finished. Not just this one track, it's this whole EP. Oh, there's... I have to show you this one while we listen to this. There's a beautiful artist I found on Instagram. And her name is... Marlene Draws. And she's an illustrator and does these weird animal illustrations. And I thought, why not ask her to create a cover for this? You know, to have all these animals which have, you know, basically gone extinct. Yeah, I really like her work. We already had we're chatting a little bit about for another work, another project, which will have to wait a little bit. But I think I want to ask her if she wants to draw a cover for this. Yeah, and I hope she will. Of course, there needs. Oh, well, that's a little bit loud. I mean, we'll have to pay her quite a bit, I think. But I really like her work, and I think it would really fit. You know, because this whole my music is usually very naive in a way. And this also has something naive but very serious. I like these. I had a favorite one. Wait, where is it? Yeah, because it's also like texture in a way. It's all textures, and I love musical textures. Yeah, this number 4 here is also great. Yeah, I'll ask her if she can make a cover for this. I'll have to upload this, master this, then do some DistroKid, not DistroKid, what's the platform where you can send this to lots of blogs? I have to write a press release. Oh man. Oh, 14-bit MIDI writes, I saw you know like Heike Sperling. Yes, I do. I actually was studying at the university where she teaches and had several courses in her class. Yeah, she's great. She's a great person. Wait, let's see how this sounds in context. I'll just listen to the end of this. Because I feel either this or this will be the last track by G Dolphin or Madeira Large White. You know, that's also a nice process, figuring out which track goes where. And another nice... Oh, and also I'm thinking about how do you release this EP? I think I'm going to put out 4 singles, and at the end there will be a whole EP, so I can, you know, send the best 4 tracks to the Spotify editors in hopes that this will land on some official Spotify playlists. I like the end of this track a lot because there's just a machine playing, just noise. Oh, 14-bit MIDI. Where did you study? Or was she? Wait. She was at a design faculty somewhere as well. I don't know. Yeah, but I know that I remember that she was also teaching at other places. But mainly I was studying at the. What's the institute name? EMM, Institute for Music and Media in Düsseldorf, where she was teaching. Yeah, I like this track. That's beautiful. You know, that's another thing. Once you bounce it, you can't go back. You have committed to this, and then it changes. You know, in a way, your perception of the song, of the piece changes once you have bounced it. Because you can't change it anymore that quickly, at least. And it feels final, and this is good. This is good. I like this track. Yeah. So this will be a long way until this is actually out on Spotify. I feel like this might be half a year. Well, that's too long, right? I think the first single should drop in like 2 months. 14-bit MIDI writes Filmakademie Baden-Württemberg. She was visiting us every now and then, and we did cool projects for visual media, etc. Cool. Oh, really? That's nice. I've studied at the Film University Babelsberg. You've probably been at the in the film scoring program then, I guess. Yeah, and you know, that's one thing I really loved about Heike, that she gave you the room to experiment with crazy ideas and you know, just find something within yourself what you like, and rather than just following things that have worked. I mean, she would show us lots of things that have worked in the past and how people approach this visual music thing, but you know, she always wanted us to do our own thing, which is hard when you're like 18 years old and have no experience whatsoever. But, you know, I've learned a lot about approaching creativity, creative processes from her. And this is probably the most important thing, right? Yeah, nice. I'm a little bit happy right now, really, because this EP is finished. It has been a lot of work. And I think it's good. Yeah, 14-bit MIDI writes yes, and she understands music, what is not always the case. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, her husband is Markus Schmickler, so she should know a thing or two about music. If they talk about music at all, but... Oh, this EP is going to be nice, I think. This is a little... This was meant to be a huge parade piece at the end of the EP, where all the animals walk in huge parade, just saying goodbye. Or maybe this is the last piece. No, it's just a huge crescendo. It's a little bit emotional. Yeah, but I was really emotional when this idea was born. This is the Little Blue Macaw. I like this track. That was actually one which is very old. I did not want to release this on my last EP. And I've just found this and thought, hey, that's actually pretty good. Yeah. I think this one goes there. I like the Budgie Dolphin a lot. I don't know. 14-bit MIDI writes, haha, exactly. Yeah. I think this is concerning Heike Sperling and her husband. I don't even know if they are married. I would... Maybe they're not. They're just, you know... boy and girlfriend. That's some Beethoven for you. Yeah. Ah, that's... I don't know if you know this feeling when you've created something and like I've spent more than a year building this. Probably about 1 year, a little bit less, and now it's finished. It's done. And I'm a little bit sad. It's like a... Yeah. It's a mix of being sad and happy at the same time. Yeah, this needs to be the last track, I think. Even though this is the final parade. Yeah, and now I have to figure out which is the strongest track so it can be released first and stuff like that, but... Yes! This is so beautiful. I like this part a lot. Anyway, I think I've said this so many times. Yeah, there's not much to do right now anymore. And I'm still thinking what I will be doing in the next couple of streams. I don't know. Next stream will be on... Let me see. I have to look at my own video to know when the next stream is. Wait a second. Next stream is on Tuesday. So next Tuesday, 15 p.m. to 17 p.m., 2 hours. I'll be working on... I have no idea. Something. Yeah. And until then... I will be listening to this EP a lot. So, 14-bit MIDI, it has been a pleasure. Honestly, it has been a pleasure that you were here. I think I'm going to end the stream now. Thank you for being part of this and joining me on this journey. And everybody else who sees this afterwards, feel free to comment if you like. Yeah, it has been a pleasure. See you soon.